All good, Kunal? Perfect. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. My name is Ahmed Otmani Amaoui, and as shared by my friend Kunal, I'm the Power Platform Lead for Microsoft Canada. So today I'm excited to be here with you in the 2022 edition of the Global Power Platform Bootcamp. We have worked together last year with these challenges of the COVID-19, where we moved from in-person event to digital events, and we've seen tremendous success with the bootcamp and further success coming up in these years. So I want to discuss with you today something that is really particular to Power Platform, but even more to Microsoft, is sharing with you the future of apps through collaborative and low-code fusion development team approach. The thing I want to start with is really kind of narrowing it down to just two big changes that we're seeing in the market as Microsoft that really are enabling the entire business application portfolio. And we call these generational changes, generational disruptions, because these are product capabilities and innovations which come every 20 years or 30 years or so. So that's what we're talking about. This is what we see as the future as Microsoft, that the heart of it is Power Platform, and wanted to share with you our findings and how we see the market and evolution of the market and how your learning combined can help really advance this new segments that we're creating. These are things which completely reimagine how we do developments and consume applications experience. So let's talk about these general disruptions. And the two ones I'm going to talk about today are collaborative applications as well as low-code development. These are two things which bring together a full stack of Microsoft. Dynamics 365 applications, Azure, Teams, and of course, Power Platform. And these are the two things where we have a very large lead relative to our competitors in better serving our customers. So there's basically three major things and themes that show up across all our offerings in all our products. And those three major themes are data, artificial intelligence, and collaboration. And whenever we have a conversation with a company, we should think of how we can help them reimagine their business processes. In a world where there is massive amount of data available to them, where there's AI that makes never seen before prediction and intelligence and ability for people to collaborate in new and unique ways. And these three things are so important because they just emerged recently. So this is recent needs that we need, recent challenges, we need recent technologies for the next 20 years and 30 years. And the reason for that is because the way teams collaborate is fundamentally changing. Everyone in this meeting has experienced this with the unfortunate circumstance of the COVID-19 and how we see how we evolved a way of working. And let me let you in on a secret. It's not going to go back to the way it was before. You're going to have hybrid work. You're going to have remote workers. You're going to have digital engagement. The way we have conversations, the way we do meetings, the way we share content will never be the same. See how we evolved the Global Power Platform Bootcamp and how we're actually dealing with this new hybrid work. And that is the challenge that every organization is dealing with. And if we look at what we've done from a Microsoft perspective, is we've gone and pushed the idea of something that we call collaborative apps. And that's what I want to walk you through, three major trends of the collaborative apps. And that is something that is really at the core of what we're doing and the core of what we're doing as Microsoft to help our customers and help every company to achieve their full potential with the application of stack that we offer them. So when we talk about collaborative apps, there are really only three focus things. The number one, and I'm going to give an example, and I'm going to show a video of this, and you're going to tell me, hey, this is Power Platform, but how Power Platform blends in all the Microsoft technology and acts as the gravitational center that helps us move the cloud and help our customers and every company achieve more. So the first idea is making business data available to everyone, everywhere in the organization. Gone are the days where data sits in silos, in different parts of the company, where every department had their own Excel sheet and their own information, their own access database, and they have it in silos, and they work just without communicating with other departments. No, this era is gone. But instead, the information and the data should be at your fingertips in your flow of work, where you are collaborating in Teams or wherever you're sending an email on Outlook or you're working inside an Excel. Anywhere else, we bring the business data and make it available to users in their workspace. So wherever you work, you have to have access to your business data. The second piece is that every single application in the future is going to need to have communication aspect embedded in it, because no business process happens on an island. No conversation, sales or support case, or even supply chain modification or finance prediction happens individually. It happens with other people inside the company, and that's done via digital communication these days. We see people collaborating. Everything that is done and the company should be done through collaboration. And how do we do this collaboration? It's through digital, which is things like chats, things like video conferencing, things like creating meetings, and so on. And what does that mean is expectation is that apps will have communication built in. Every application should have communication built in. You should not tweak and jump from one application to another application. If you're working on Dynamics 365 or on Power Platform and you're co-authoring and co-working with your colleague, you have to have the ability to actually communicate with others without leaving that application. That's the true meaning of hybrid and true meaning of collaboration. That's what brings me to the third piece, which is the idea of business application becoming a multiplayer with multiple layers. In the past, let's take the example of something that everybody knows, Office. Office was isolationist. That means it's on its own island 20 years, 15 years ago, and it before it had co-authoring and co-presence. What does this mean is that, for example, if I had to build a Word document that I have to give to Kunal to review, I would have to take that Word document, put it in an email, send it to him. He would put his comments and send it back to me. He or she could not open it at the same time to leverage it. And if I had to do this with 10 people to review, that would be the same thing: 10 emails, 10 attachments, 10 individual reviews, and then I had to aggregate everything together. And it's a pretty terrible way to work. Of course, all of this has changed. With Microsoft is the only vendor that has introduced these capabilities to their business application, Dynamics 365, and low-code platform with Power Apps, bringing co-authoring and co-working together into one of these apps to create more value and create a positive synergy. So, and the reason because why is Microsoft uniquely positioned? It's because it's built on a stack which enables deep collaboration from data and identity. So take the example, things like Azure Active Directory, to data, to Microsoft Dataverse, to Microsoft Graph, to Power Platform, and Azure for logic capabilities, then for Teams in Dynamics 365, on top of for the overall experience. As you see here, Microsoft has built a unique cloud that goes from identity to SaaS applications that embed the customer data, the personal data, the business data to be at your fingertips. They are layered up nicely, no matter where your data is or where your system are, no matter where your users are working from. You can bring everything to your fingertips, make them collaborate, and make it easy so they can work together in real time. And I want to give you a real example of this. And it's an example of something that we built for a bank, just to show you how much we work with collaborative apps and bringing everything into one space. Bringing at the heart of this is Dataverse of Microsoft Power Platform. So let me know if you hear.
Closing any deal requires a ton of different stakeholders all across the company, the world, and business functions. Finding the right people to help close a deal is really hard. Timing is everything. Quickly bringing people together and sharing context is critical, and the new normal of hybrid work has made this even harder. Dynamics is a collaborative app and has got this. Tina, a business banking relationship manager, needs to drive a deal to closure. She looks at an opportunity record in Dynamics 365 Sales. What's new is that she sees others active in the same opportunity. She's confident her team is also motivated to close this deal. Right from Dynamics, she starts a Microsoft Teams chat, which automatically links the chat conversation to this specific Dynamics record opportunity. The conversation history and files are available to everyone who sees it. The whole team is engaged in getting so much done. Amazing. She asks if anyone is familiar with trade financing in this region, but unfortunately, no. Not knowing who can help on a deal is a huge challenge, especially in larger organizations. This is where AI can help. Microsoft Graph and Dataverse data are used to suggest people who can help. Tina sees that Bill recently closed a similar deal. This would normally take weeks to find out. She starts another chat with Bill. Bill is an account manager and works a wide range of deals. But like most of us, he spends a lot of time collaborating from within teams. He sees Tina's message and, even better, the opportunity she's asking about. That is so helpful. All of the high-level details are right there. And if he needs more information, he can drill into the Dynamics record right from within Teams, where key insights of the relationship health, history of customer interactions, and even who else is actively engaged on the record are there for him to see. He gets up to speed quickly without having to ask Tina, which saves time for everyone. As Bill chats with Tina, he recalls a similar opportunity he worked on. In Teams, Bill can easily search across people, files, and Dynamics records. He finds what he's looking for without having to switch apps. He shares it with Tina. Again, without having to navigate a URL or jump to a new browser window, she now has relevant information about a similar deal and contacts who can help her close the deal. And since adding people to the chat is also easy, it connects people from across the organization. Dynamics is a first-class collaboration app. But collaboration is more than just chat. Meetings, email, and calling are all integrated. So as the team moves between communication channels, context is still retained. To get her questions answered quickly, Tina starts a video call right from Dynamics. The context of the opportunity, previous chats, and other related information are all available. This is especially valuable for the new people just joining the conversation. Now they can make updates to the opportunity record right in the Teams call and capture notes collaboratively. Dynamics automatically creates executive summaries, call highlights, and action items to make it easy to follow up and to retain information that would normally be lost. This is the power of Dynamics 365 as a collaborative app inside of Microsoft Teams.
You'd ask me, why am I bringing Dynamics 365 in Microsoft Teams with? Because at the heart of this, the backbone of this is Dataverse of Power Platform, and how Power Platform is the last mile of tweaking of every SaaS application. And we're going to discuss this a little bit further as we go further. And what's great about this kind of whole stack, it's just not a superficial UI. It's actually a deep building block of consortium of data, AI, as well as experience, which make it amazing for our customers to actually connect to their existing systems. So wherever your system, whether you're on-prem or online or whatever vendor you use, you can plug in through the Power Platform, through its intelligence, through its connectors, to actually, you can do it seamlessly and plug in very easy. So you can integrate, plug into existing landscape, are made very easy. You can get very easy value to the potential of collaborative app without having to, spend 5 years implementing it. Because most of you are very familiar with this. Sometimes you used to take us tremendous years and tremendous time and tremendous investments to actually really connect and make the experience seamless. And that's another major unique aspect of what we have from a data collaborative experience at Microsoft. This is where underpinning all of this is an incredible platform to create value in a short period of time. And this extends in each applications. So you get 90% of the solution out of the box with a SaaS vendor, with the app. But for the last 10%, you can use the platform to go and customize and configure it very easy. And that's where the Power Platform comes in. It is the last mile for every application that you have to create tremendous value and endless result for you to make it your own personal outcome. So everybody's familiar with the Power Platform. Why am I taking time for this build-up? Is to show you how Microsoft thinks globally and acts locally when it comes to all its cloud. Everything is interconnected, so we can really give help the customers go from the actual state to the desired state. And the most important thing that we're trying to convey here is that Power Platform is the catalyst that helps everyone achieve their full potential and digitize their business processes. Whatever you want to write, no code, you want to write a little code, a bunch of code, or you want to basically keep it really integrated with Azure, you can do it in the Power Platform between Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Power Virtual Agents. And we're going to share later, my colleague, we have something called a Cloud Skill Challenge for you that we built in with Microsoft, and my colleague is going to discuss just after me, is to show you how you can do a learning path that's going to help you build the skills of being a pro-code developer, taking your knowledge as a pro-code developer and bundling it with the low-code developer and creating that fusion team that help you really bring in Azure and Power Platform into one. We have a comprehensive suite of capabilities. And across these, I'm going to talk to some stats in a few minutes. We are really the clear market leaders from adoption, a trust, and user perspective. So when you're investing your time to learn, be sure that you're investing your time to learn one of the top, fastest growing and most trusted low-code platform in the world. And what's really compelling about the Power Platform is that we can talk about how low-code can work for anybody in any organization. And this is our silver bullet, because whatever it's a business user, someone sitting in finance, someone sitting in HR, someone sitting in marketing, whatever it's a non-coding IT professional, it's a professional developer, the Power Platform is a great tool for everyone. It's the Swiss knife of low-code, and as said by Kunal, my friend, and Vivek, it's the new language that we have to speak. It's a language that helps us speak and achieve our goals easier. So the second silver bullet when we talk about Power Platform is that we have over 600 available out-of-the-box connectors. So even if you're using, let's say, an app like Salesforce, or use ServiceNow, or you use Oracle, and you don't use Dynamics, you can still get value with Power Platform because we connect to all of these with built-in data connectors. And that is something that really is unique to the Power Platform. With those built-in, either you leverage the built-in connectors that we have, or you create your own custom connector and publish it. Let's say you have a legacy application, you can create your own connector and publish it to Power Apps. And a really good story of Power Platform that I want to share with you is how Telstra in Australia has used it to transform and change their field working experience. And I want to share it with you through this 2-minute video, which shows you this in action.
The biggest changes for our business has been the way that we communicate things out to our technicians.
When we looked at the ecosystem for a field technician, there were lots of different applications and systems and links and places to go and get information, having to manage and service all of that. It can be quite challenging. And what we really wanted to do is we wanted to really bring that together into one place for them. Microsoft Teams has been really important to running our field services. We saw this amazing opportunity to integrate Power Apps. We created 2 platforms, Technician Plus and Leader Plus, linked into Microsoft Teams, has made that cohesive experience for our users.
It really has everything. It's more about automating and digitizing a lot of those manual processes which were typically done via paper. It's really been an integral part of ensuring that the rest of the technician workforce is up to speed.
First thing in the morning, I log onto my tablet, jump onto Technician Plus to make sure I'm across all the new communications and news that is uploaded there daily. Then I travel to my first job.
I think the foundations that we laid has really helped create that platform for crisis management, whether it be fires or floods or obviously the most recent pandemic. We have to be quite agile in the way that we develop solutions to be able to manage those. I spent about 7 years in the field servicing our customers. I then transitioned to a role in the field digitisation team. I don't have a typical software engineering or IT background, and what the Power Platform has allowed me to do is really develop an application within 48 hours with end-to-end reporting. We've automated and digitised around 70 processes.
We had visibility of weather warnings, and we have meetings on MS Teams daily with our field leads just to ensure our safety before we are mobilising.
Technicians will go out to those sites and they'll capture photos through their tablet, and then our resource coordinators can visualise that information in a Power BI report.
Being in the field, we knew where to go for the updates and communications. It's increased our efficiency dramatically. We can service our customers quicker.
Power Platform has helped us get about 10 million minutes back into our business, which has increased the productivity of our people. I'm really passionate about building that community of problem solvers, seeing those guys out there using the tools that I've developed, and it makes you want to provide a better experience.
I like resolving customers' issues, and the tools that we've been given definitely improve our experience and the customer's experience.
This is a typical example of somebody with no coding background, no IT background, just something a business user that saw a gap and actually took the knowledge that they have in expertise in his field and transformed it into an app that actually made the company save millions and millions of dollars. Because with this process and this ignite from this person that actually created this need with Power Apps, Telstra was able to replace 70 different tools with one single tool, and they were able to save over $12 million a year with just one app. Let me repeat that. Saving more than $12 million a year and reducing 70 processes and different tools to one app connected to everything and generating extended return on investment. When you invest in the Power Platform, you invest on creating a more seamless, a more reactive, and a more easy business process for you to leverage. So one of the things which is really interesting and I want to share with you is Gartner just released a report at the end of the last year where they said that the Power Platform is the #1 adopted low-code platform in the market, fastest growing and most used. So again, rest assured that when I'm talking about the Power Platform, you have something that is really important, is that when you invest time in learning, be sure that you invest in time in one of the fastest growing platform, and that your skills will be seeked and will be always needed. So we have the standards when it comes to low-code development. We have the market leader, whether it's in the Magic Quadrant or usage or anything else, we are incredibly far ahead. So let's give you examples. If we look, we can see major brands like Coca-Cola, Unilever, GSK that have published stories with Microsoft and references and are incredible fans of the Power Platform. So just to give you some stats, you can see already that more than 92% of the Fortune 500 are using Power Apps, and 97% of the Fortune 500 are using at least one Power Platform product. We are uniquely positioned to help organizations transform their business processes. And it's not all about Power Apps. It's not just Power Apps. In the case of Power Automate, we have incredible strong position. Take the example of Morgan Stanley went out and did a survey with a huge collection of CIOs, and 50% of them said that they would select Microsoft as their enterprise automation platform or RPA, robotic process automation platform, more than any other vendor. In fact, all vendors combined were equal to just Microsoft. We have the trust and the support of our customers in this space, and you can see that we're recognized as a visionary and strong execution inside the Magic Quadrant. And we have a real unique position from Power Automate to Power Apps to Azure to Power Virtual Agent to Power BI, where we make it incredibly easy for our customers to create amazing solutions which spans applications through workflows and automation and absolutely more. So with that, I know I'm absolutely on time. I try to be on time, but I want to really bring it to a number of things that are really important in a call to action. The call to action I would easily ask is to go and download the ebook. I'll share the presentation. Download the ebook of the Power Platform Fusion Development Team, which is a comprehensive ebook written by Microsoft that shows you how you can bring in your pro developer skills and low-code skills into creating that Fusion team and that Fusion approach. And finally, I would introduce my amazing colleague, Patrick, that is with us from Seattle. So it's 7 a.m. Local time for them. That is going to present our Fusion Team Challenge that we created for the participants of the Global Power Platform Bootcamp. And we'll go into details on how you can participate and win swags for people that complete that learning path and succeed in it. With that,
awesome. Thank you so much, Ahmed. Super excited to kick it off today. What I'll do is share my screen, and then I'll take everyone through the Fusion Development Cloud Skills Challenge. So give me 1 second. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes, we can see.
Awesome. So good morning, everyone. Super excited to kick it off. What we'll start with first is what is the module that we'll be focusing on. So as Ahmed talked about, we're going to be exploring Fusion development on Microsoft Learn. So here's the quick aka.ms for people to just check out the collection. Essentially, it is a collection of 5 different modules going from transform business software with Fusion development to understanding the low code as a traditional developer, then going to building the Power Apps components, going into finding out what the value props and how we can speed up development for these enterprise developers using the Power Platform. And this is a curated collection created by Microsoft that we would love for this event attendees to go and explore to see what the value props are and especially get hands-on with it. In total, the whole learning path should be approximately 3 hours. However, there will be prizes with it. How it's going to be tracked is through a challenge starting on February 18th. So it opened yesterday, all the way till March 18th, and that's when like the leaderboard will close. So this is like the steps on how to go about it. So first of all, in the next slide, I'm about to share the Cloud Skills Challenge link, and I also placed it within the chat where you can go through the learning path and start completing it, and it will be showing your progress on the leaderboard as you can continue to complete it. As soon as you're done the challenge, please email admin@powerplatformbootcamp.com with your MS Learn ID and just a screenshot of where you sit on the leaderboard. What the team will do is aggregate that, and on March 18th, whoever completed the collection that shows up on the leaderboard, because we'll be able to verify, will be entered into a raffle to win 2 Microsoft swag bags that we have like prepared. Quick question is, how do I go sign up for the challenge? It's aka.ms/powerplatformbootcamp2022. Once you get there, you will see there this site pop up with 27 days, 20 hours, and so minutes, and you can join the challenge, and that will get you onto the leaderboard. If you're new to MS Learn, I've actually created all the instructions out here where when you hit join the challenge, you're able to enter your email, sign in for your email, create your profile through Learn. Once you said you're all set, you're going to be officially added to the leaderboard. How you want to check if you're on the leaderboard, as you don't always have to go back to that AKA once you have it signed up. You go to Microsoft Learn, you hit collections, and then you hit challenges, and it will show up in the corner over there. And then essentially to get to that learning path again, once you have it set up with your MS Learn ID, you hit continue learning, and you can go back to the collection. And usually the leaderboard will show up like this. In our case, instead of XP points, it will show out of 5 how much you have completed. If you have any questions on the Cloud Skills Challenge infrastructure, and if you want to leverage Cloud Skills Challenge for your organizations on anything on Microsoft Learn, feel free to email cscdevca@microsoft.com. I can take any questions right now if anyone has any questions.
So, Patrick, I would like to clarify one or two things. Uh, the participant who send us an email must be from Canada. So if you are in Africa or somewhere else, that will not be counted because we are able to ship only within Canada. Other thing I wanted to explain is I just wanted to show the swag also, so there is more incentive. So this is provided by Microsoft. There is a Power Platform bag. There is a T-shirt that I'm wearing, Power Platform, water bottle, Power Platform, notebook, and Power Platform mask. So that is included in swag, all of those items. So the rule is a person must be from Canada.
And guys, like that's just because of the shipment issues that we'll run into if like we are trying to ship it all over the world. But that doesn't mean the Cloud Skill Challenge is not open for you to actually participate, right? Cloud Skill Challenge is a great way for you to enhance your learning and like really get quickly accustomed to the Power Platform and some of the skills that you can gather and learn about. So that's not something to exclude for like participation. It's just we just wanted to be upfront about the logistics issues that we have.
And then for if someone enjoys the Cloud Skills Challenge from a different country, you can still reach out to CSC Dev CA and we can actually set it up for your organization on any MS Learn module. Just replace the link back into the chat so that we're able to, so if anyone wants to access the leaderboards right now, like feel free to use that. And then let me know if you have any questions. And if you like the Cloud Skills Challenge, we can help leverage it in your company on any learning platform. I mean, on any module on MS Learn.
Any questions? So if you have a question, you can put it in chat window as well. But before we move on to our next topic, I would like to thank Ahmed and Patrick for presenting today and giving us a very insightful information and also supporting for the swags for this event, arranging to have this Cloud Challenge event and make it available for our bootcamp. And I'll pass it to Kunal now.
Thank you, then Patrick. Highly appreciated.
Thank you. Happy learning.
Yeah.
Happy learning.
Yeah, and like if you're running into any issues with the Cloud Skill Challenge, we are around whole day today. You can reach out to us in the session itself, or if you are running into any other issues, you can reach out to us after as well through emails.
I placed the email again just in case anyone has any questions or wants to chat regarding doing a challenge. Not a problem.
Okay. All right. With that, I think we have sessions starting in like a few minutes. So what we'll do is we'll actually give everybody 5-minute break and we'll get the speakers set up to actually start the session. We're having one session here in this room, which will be, bring up the schedule so we know that. And thank you, Ahmed and Patrick, for the awesome keynote and the Cloud Skill Challenge.
No problem. Thank you so much for organizing this event, and I hope everyone has an amazing day.
Thank you, folks.